Alright, well, it's essentially 10 days into August, and I figured this, it's a good time to basically note to you guys that I managed to get some recordings done, basically since, like, the last time I had, like, one of these little videos up. So, basically, it's been, like, summer, it's been hot and all that, but actually it was a little bit cooler in the last 10 days, and I actually was able to get a little bit of, like, recording done. And basically what's going to be happening in the future, I've done, like, some, like, recordings for Neo Scavenger, and these are basically going to be popping up basically every Friday and Saturday for August. So you're basically going to get like, starting like, the 12th and the 13th, 19th and 20th, 26th and 27th. You're going to get a whole lot of episodes for Neo Scavenger. And essentially I went through like a standard run, I guess, of like Neo Scavenger. I died a few times, but I've got like a run that basically shows off a lot of the game, and I'm more or less happy to show off what I did. That'll be basically it for Neo Scavenger when, if the campaign more or less completes, but, that's basically that. I've also, managed to do a little bit of recordings for Grey Goo. Now I have yet to finish this like completely, but I basically have gone through every single mission in like the main campaign. The last one, I didn't actually beat the last mission. I'll probably do like another run of it at some point, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy with what I've done with Grey Goo. It's basically finally complete this like playlist after being unable to complete it for so long. And now that it's basically almost complete, I can like just write it off as completed and never come back to it again, because even though Great Goose is sort of like interesting in its concepts and how it plays, it's not really the RTS I would play, myself all that much. So whatever, it's basically done and over with more or less. Now these are like the games that basically I've been doing for a little while and all that. I'm basically gonna be starting a new let's play called Death Road to Canada starting tomorrow. And Death Road to Canada is basically an Oregon Trail type of style game. If you basically play the Oregon Trail, it's sort of similar to that, but there's a little bit of a difference between like the Oregon Trail and this one. In the Oregon Trail and like the original Oregon Trail, you're basically like sort of like passively going down a road, doing stuff, and every so often you get out. In Death Road to Canada, you're more actively like looting and like doing stuff like that. So you basically jump out of your car a whole lot to basically run around zombies and not get killed by them, looting stuff and finding like survivors basically joining on your journey. So it's a little bit different, Death Road to Canada, and I figure it'll be like a good little like let's play, to basically throw in on like the days that I don't have any showcase videos for on Thursdays. And that's the basic plan. So you're basically going to get these Death Road to Canadas popping up starting like, tomorrow, Thursday, August 11th. And then I'll basically be doing these like, fresh every week or so. Now, besides all of that stuff, I'll note that I have Hive Jump here. Hive Jump, I've more or less done like 4 early access videos of it, and it's basically being continually updated. One thing about with Hive Jump is, as stuff basically starts to get like more and more updated, I might do like videos, and I may like place a Death Road to Canada with like the Hive Jump videos. So expect perhaps some Hive Jumps perhaps in the future if like that happens. Right now, there hasn't been a whole lot basically be updated since like the last time I played. There's been like a one update that basically added healer bugs, and that's cool and all, but whatever. Don't really care about it too much. And until like basically they add more, I'm not gonna worry about Hive Jump too much. And basically that basically covers everything that's going to happen for August, and that's like what you can expect. But there's actually one thing to note at this point, and September's on the horizon, and I figured I'd basically talk a little bit about that. So I sort of hinted that in like September or August I basically would start a playlist for Tales of Magiel, the Embers of Rage campaign, but this time instead of being normal roguelike mode, it'd be normal adventure mode. That's basically planned. I don't know what the days I'll be basically like, playing those like for the days, but that'll be stuff I plan to do in September. I'm also doing some Let's Plays for Barony, which is basically, for those who basically watch my Delver Let's Play, it's another first-person action roguelike, but this one's a lot more well done and a lot more roguish in many ways. It's also got a lot of Splunky, type of aspects to it, where you basically have to sort of hurry and, not like get caught by like the ghosts, I would say, but you can turn that off, which is a nice feature of Barony. More or less right now, I'm just sort of like learning the game with like my current Let's Plays. I've only done, shall we say, like 6 episodes. They're basically 3 minute long. They're not all that quick to basically die in, but I'm basically learning how like the game plays, and hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit farther and like show off a little what's going on. Right now I'm just showing off the different classes, but eventually I'll show off more of the game as I go along. And I'm also thinking about possibly jumping into Spelunky in September. So Tales of Magiel, Barony, and Spelunky. And Spelunky, you probably already guessed what it's all about. The only difference between Spelunky, like whatever I played, and what's happening right now, this is Spelunky HD Edition, which is basically a redone version of the game. It's got HD graphics, it's got a lot more content to it, it's got a few changes to the main content, and for the most part, it'll be basically me, me showing off what the HD version of the game was like. It's basically gonna be the same gameplay in some aspects, but whatever. We'll basically see what it's like when we get to it. Outside of that, I'm not sure what I'll be doing in October or beyond. I have like these early access games, RimWorld and Wayward. I might do those. I have Dark Reign 2 and Battlezone 98. I might like look in those as well, or I might try something new. And well, I'll keep what's new a secret. But basically, there's a few roguelikes on the horizon that I may want to basically show off a little bit. Anyhow, that's basically a little quick update to let you guys know what's going on. Sorry if you guys thought like you weren't possibly gonna be getting anything in August, but I'll be getting back to these recordings, getting them done, and going from there. For now, take care.